What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map in the red color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Kimo. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Oranos. His name is Furkan the Great. The map is Painted Desert, and this is the second game these guys have been playing. They've been playing ladder games currently. Very exciting to see top players playing against each other. Very exciting to see a new face in the top of the leaderboard here. So that's exciting as well. And we have the classic Poseidon versus Oranos matchup here. If you are aware and you've been following Kimo's games and you understand how Kimo works through this game, Kimo recently played some Oranos against Matreus's Poseidon, which he lost. Kimo lost these games, and I believe right now what Kimo is going to be trying to do is he knows he's playing against the Oranos player, and he's going to be like, all right, why did I lose? And can I win with Poseidon here? Can I work out this this matchup and see where I have the advantages and where I don't? And he's going to be trying to learn here. And this is what Kimo does. He's going to be playing, I would say Poseidon is one of his off civilizations here. So don't take this one too much to heart, you guys who think that if somebody loses a game, it's the end of the world. Kimo is in a learning process right now. And I'm going to go ahead and say that Poseidon against Oranos is maybe a 60 to 40 Oranos favored matchup thus far. Even with Kimo losing to Matreus's Poseidon, I believe Kimo played the games wrong. And I'm hoping that we're going to see something special here from Furkan, showing us how to pilot the Oranos in this matchup. And we'll see how it's all going to go. I'm excited for it. We do see a mana popping up here for Ferkin in the on the gold mine, and it's going to be sorting everything out. We do see the relic up here, the Ring of Nibelung, and we also have a blanket of Empress Zoe, the building crush armor, and we also have the extra gold gather rate here. Both very, very good relics. No surprises right now. We've got the economic guild. We've got the villagers onto food. The start of Oranos is very, very simple. If you guys are new to Age of Mythology, I do implore you to check out Oranos as a starting point, because it's super, super easy to get in and be super competitive from the get-go, just because the build order for the first, I don't know, 4 minutes 30, even like 5 minutes 30 is more than easy. You can learn it in maybe 5 minutes, I reckon, and you can get in and start playing some competitive Age of Mythology. If you're worried about it, just check out the myriad of games that Oranos players have played, and you can learn even more. Poseidon, on the other hand, a little bit trickier, a little bit more stuff to get to learn about, and we do see that Kimo has moved forward onto this forward zebra here nice and early. Wants to make sure he's not going to be getting kicked off that early and just gathering as much of that as he possibly can. He's saving himself a beautiful amount of food in his base right now. He's cast his lure, he's lured in a zebra, and he does have this gazelle here as well, but he's going to be leaving this elephant for a little bit later. Doesn't really want to be gathering it too early. And just making sure that he has it for if he gets pushed off any hump. We see the temple is up. This gold mine is very much exposed here for Kimo, so he's going to be in a bit of a difficult situation. He does have this town center over here, but only one gazelle. Town center over here is beautiful with some back gazelle, though, so we might be seeing Kimo going to be attempting to grab that one, though. He doesn't really know how many gazelle are here. He might think there's only 2, so he might not go for that. But then again, Kimo might just decide to stay one town center here and see what he can do. And we'll see what the reaction from Furkan is going to be. So jumping over to Furkan's perspective here, he's going through Prometheus. No surprises here at all. This is the way Oranos is played. This is just the way Oranos is played. We see him getting a lot of wood income. He's got actually only one villager on wood thus far. Are we going to be seeing double military academy here from Ferkin? It could be an interesting idea to deal with the Poseidon. Double military academy. He might even just go one military academy. But we will see how it's all going to go. Over here, we do see a mana coming up. The Theseus has not arrived to harass Furkan at all. And that's one thing that Matrius was doing very nicely. We do see the Theseus up on the top side of the map here. We'll start hitting these citizens. And this is something that I think that Oranos players could improve on slightly. Instead of coming over onto the extra hunt here, just simply come over here and gather these chicken. But we see Kimo going through Aries here. He sees forward gold mine and he sees time to go. He's going for a gold staff, and we can see Furkan say, look, I can see you going for a gold staff. Let me just over gather this gold right now. He's got 3 villagers on the gold mine trying to get as much gold as he possibly can. There is no gold mine. I tell you a lie. There is a gold mine over here. Furkan has got a gold mine on the bottom of the map as well. So he's going to be able to jump onto that if he so chooses. And we'll see how that's all going to go. As now the villagers pulling up over onto this palm tree here. We do see double counter barracks plus military barracks here for Furkan as he's trying to adapt to the pestilence that's coming through here. The town center shooting onto the Theseus. We do not see any attempt at building out medium infantry here, as now where's the Cyclops? The Cyclops has taken its sweet time to get in onto this location here. Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's over here. It's taking down the manor. We do see the villager going to be trying to repair this one back up, and he will be able to repair it very, very quickly. But now the Theseus is here, going to start slicing up that citizen. The citizen will need to make a retreat away from this, but the Valor comes in. The Catapulti, the Murmillo, are going to be going after the Cyclops here. I call that a Colossus. The Cyclops here, pushing these units back for the time being. The villager still gathering from this food situation here, and Kimo will have to retreat here, but these fast units are going to do so much damage. We see the Promethean running straight past these units here. Kimo's going for a 1-1-1 in this game. Will that work for him or not is the question. It's a lot of military production very early in the game, so we'll see if it's all going to be okay. Is a little bit housed here, starting to throw those houses down, still moving forward here. It's going to be going after the manor, still making sure that he takes that down before potentially moving in onto the home location. Don't want to be allowing any sort of gold mine cheeky shenanigans here. The Cyclops does so much damage to the manor as he manages to take this one down. Boom, there goes the manor. Moving forward, we're going to be seeing him try and take down this home gold mine here as these Toxotes are getting taken down. Needs to sort of just garrison those units into his military buildings, which is exactly what he's going to be doing. Kimo making a swing around now with his units, moving the Cyclops into the base of Furkan. I like this play here. I like this play a lot. There is a citizen here that's going to be harassed. Meanwhile, these units going to get attacked while this citizen comes in, but nice marker there from Furkan. Nice awareness. Going to be pulling that citizen off of the wood line as Kimo misses that one. He's going to be starting to go after this counter barracks, and it's looking like that's out of range of the town center. So the counter barracks will be getting taken out very, very slowly, but getting taken out nonetheless. We do see a cheeky Murmillo going to come over here, and Kimo spots that one. He does click on it, but does not pick it up as Ferkin manages to pull back in time. Nice micro there. Still pushing in. Kimo's going to be taking down the Promethean here, going after these villagers. Going to be looking to try and take down the temple, maybe take down the manor here. Need to swing that Cyclops back around, utilize that one to take down this location here. The Murmillo taking out the Cyclops at this point. Kimo not paying attention. He could turn around and pick one of these units up, as he does look like he's going to be doing that there. He manages to grab one, but not before Valor comes down, as this Cyclops has lost its life to those hero units. Nice play from Furkan. Good hold thus far. Still being very, very active with his units up on this location, trying to take down these villagers here. Kimo's got 95 population. Furkan's got 95 population here. So both players very, very close to each other in terms of population, which is a big, big advantage for the Greek player. But I think Furkan knows this, but he's going for a surround here. He's going in on the back, going in on the front. We've got the Toxotes here. Need to keep those away from those Terma. Nice micro there. We see the Promethean going to be getting taken out, but as the Hippolyta gets gets taken out. That's some nice catch out there from Furkan, able to take the Apollo out. Meanwhile, over on this location, the Hoplites getting taken down. A huge shockwave here from Furkan. Kimo needs to think about casting potential ceasefire after that one there. The Terma now going to start being able to snipe down those Toxotes. You only really need 3 Terma to hit a Toxote to kill it, and that's exactly what Furkan's doing so far in this game. Kimo, 77 population. Ferkin, I can't click, 67 population, as it's looking like Kimo is going to be taking this fight here very, very nicely. Furkan has to retreat away. Beautiful play thus far from Kimo. Great micro. Even after that shockwave, Kimo knows so much more about how this game works than I do, as he's able to sort of win this fight, still able to keep this going. The question is going to be, does Kimo have access to food anywhere? He does have this food over here. He's playing very safe with his villagers here in his home base. He's going to be running out of gold very, very soon, though, as so is Furkan. And I think Kimo's got his eyes set on a potential second gold mine, gold star, but Furkan moving already over onto this location here. He's got 7 villages on gold thus far, just about out of food. In fact, he is out of food here, so he's going to need to throw down some farms, which is going to be brutal for him, but I guess so will Kimo shortly. But Furkan, he's just trying to figure out what he can do with his army. We do see Kimo's Hippocon going to get a couple of hits over there onto the medium Terma, pulling back, doing the nice stuff, swinging around with these units. We do see the Oracle here getting taken out as well. Nice play by Kimo. Kimo also sees the Oracle over here as well, going to be sniping that one down with his villagers. No, he's going after the town center. He's going after... I don't like this play from Kimo at all. Go in with medium Toxote, medium Hoplite, medium Cavalry instead of this town center and go for a gold staff. That's obviously the play here. The gold mine's expired. You've got the stronger army. Ferkin is struggling, but the town center is going to give Ferkin all of the time in the world to get back into this game. And that is basically... I mean, there's two modes of thought here. Like, one is that if I just get to the late game, I win against Oranos. But the other one is, look, if I'm ahead, I get more ahead. And I don't know if the town center exactly does that in this situation here, because this gold mine is so exposed. And we are going to be seeing a cheeky raid here from Furkan for the first time in the game. Going to be utilizing that mobility here. Moving in onto Kimo's wood line. Kimo not paying attention. Will be losing a couple of villages here. But Kimo already over here with his own army, going to be able to push Furkan away, but Furkan's got such speedy units here. These units are moving at 4.95 speed versus his opponents that are moving at about 4.0 speed. So the Oranos army gets away very, very fast. Meanwhile, the the Hippocon getting pushed back by a Promethean. There are mostly just Terma here, as we are seeing a town center coming up on this location now. Furkan can start thinking about going up to 3 town centers here if he so chooses, but I do think that it's potentially better for him to be getting Heroic Age or Mythic Age off of 2 town centers at this stage instead of the 3 town centers, because Kimo would be able to then go Mythic Age himself. We are starting to see some walls coming up for Kimo. I would love to see a wall here. I would love to see this wall finished up over onto this location here. We do see him utilizing an archery range to continue this wall a little bit nicer. And we are seeing these units surrounding Furkan's units, but Furkan just very calmly pulls the other way, not taking too much damage at all. The Hippocon will be able to chase this down, get some good damage done. But right now, Furkan has just managed to get himself full population here. Full population, getting 3 town centers, and it's just beautiful here for Furkan. Furkan is going to be completely fine here. Pulling back over here, Kimo pushing forward, wants to try and get some big damage done. We do see the Terma coming around on this location, trying to get some surrounds onto the Greek army here. Getting these villager kills is nice, but he really can't take this fight just yet. But there are no heroes here, so the Promethean's going to be getting some good value. We see the Terma pulling back on this location. Meanwhile, fighting over here. Beautiful micro there from Furkan, pulling those Toxotes nice and close to his Terma. But the Hoplites now jumping onto the Terma, going to be getting some very, very good damage done, but not before those Toxotes get very much dealt with. Meanwhile, on this top side of the map, the Promethean has helped out a lot, but Kimo is still pushing Furkan back here, and we do see a stray Hippocon coming over onto this location. The town center is up now for Furkan. He's got very little food income, though. He wants to move up onto these Zebra, I think. And we are seeing these Hippocon not going to be able to prevent this one, not going to be able to prevent this one, and Furkan is now 3 town centers here Not much food income, so he can't support the villagers on this one just yet. And we'll see how it's all going to go. Kimo, on the other hand, is booming very, very nicely, starting his farm transition. He's got plow, he's got hand axe, he's got pickaxes, throwing down the armory. More farms coming around this granary as well. The Terma are going to be running straight past the town center. No cares that he's giving away his position here. He's just got pure Terma here going after the villagers of Kimo. There's 1 kill. There's 2 kills. There's 3 kills. Kimo's still not paying attention. So much damage done. Kimo might be looking at this now. Finally, that's 4 kills, potentially 5 kills here, as now Furkan says, well, you're running over here, so let me take these villagers down. He moves in. Kimo not paying attention yet again. The Terma of Ferkin still harassing this, and these villagers over here are getting dealt with. The Hippocon coming in now to try and take down these Terma. There's only 6 Hippocon here, but Furkan is going to decide to just leave here. He's going to take the losses on his Terma. He's done a lot of damage now. We see some nice army movements here from Furkan. Going to be spider senses tingling, going to hit that town center over here as the Terma pulling away. Going to be looking to now come in and take down these hoplites. Nice play from Furkan. Kimo trying to fight back here, as the Terma mass is very, very good here, but it's not actually going to be able to help him, because once Hippocon come in, the hoplites don't die so fast. Furkan's got to figure out a way forward here. He does start to have those farms up. No, he doesn't. He's just on the hunt still just pumping those units here. He needs to really consider not building more Terma, but it's seemingly working now. Kimo's 3 town centers. He's got all the farms set up now as he's trying to get up to, I think you kind of need like 30 farms if you're 3 town centers to try and get to the next age. He's got 2 villagers on gold thus far, as everything's been pulled off gold for the time being. He could put some villagers over onto this gold mine if he so chose, but Furkan pushing Kimo back now at this stage in the game very, very nicely. We do see military academies all coming up for Kimo as the pressure is mounting. He wants to get some more production here, but it's 98 of 145 supply. We might have to see a ceasefire here. We might have to see a ceasefire, which can always be very, very detrimental. Furkan is very easily wanting the ceasefire. How many buildings does he have? He's got 4 counter barracks building Terma. So if ceasefire comes, he'll just cancel all those. He'll be able to start his farm transition. The villagers are getting pulled off of the wood line, getting huge damage done onto these Terma. Very, very nice defensive play here from Kimo, as these Terma, they were once 30 Terma, now they're 21 Terma. They're still going to be able to pick off some more villagers in this choke point here, but the Hippocon coming through. Look at that damage coming in, sniping more and more of these units very, very nicely here. The hoplites getting taken down as well. Villagers moving in onto this location, trying to get onto the Terma, but mostly these Terma are falling here. Very good play by Kimo, as he's able to take down these units, but it's looking like Furkan coming out a little bit ahead here. You might want to just consider retreating out this location here, because you totally can just run back and come out through. Ooh, maybe he can't. Maybe it's all closed. No, you can come out through here. But he is going to be looking for the gold line over here, as Kimo is got 67 of 145 supply, as he's just not able to produce as best as he would want. The Terma can just flood in, sit underneath the town center here, and deny 9 farms worth of food, and denying the gold mine over here as well. The villagers trying to help out, but more Murmillo starting to come in, as Furkan's food situation might be getting sorted out soon. No, he is just flooding. No care in the world. I said Poseidon can use ceasefire when he went Ares. He cannot ceasefire. I'm an idiot. That's okay though. Hoplite does get picked off. And Kimo's got next to nothing remaining. He can move over onto this gold mine now. Still trying to throw up more farms over here. He does have this hunt that he can jump onto. Only 3 villagers on gold thus far. So many villager losses here. Let's check the post game out very quickly here to see the civilian unit count. Kimo's dropped down from 60 down to 55. So he still has a decent amount of villages, but he's about to lose his town center. 12 villages in here will fall pretty much as well. So that's huge here. It's Kimo's now got a ton of units about to pop out here. He's popping them out very slowly. Not sure if he realizes you can click all of these and hit G, or if you're ungarrison hotkey, or even click the ungarrison button, I believe, and they ungarrison everything immediately. But it's looking as if Furkan too strong here, and he's pushing through. He's got so many units, just complete flooding into Kimo's base. Takes down all these villages. That's 12 villager kills there for Ferkin, and Kimo decides to tap out here in the 18th minute. Nice defense tip of the Ares rush as Ferkin manages to hold on and shows a flooding strategy that Kimo could not hold on to. Very, very nice play here from Ferkin. Kimo, unfortunately, not able to win this game. If you enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the like thing, and I'll see you guys in the next game.